Hey, welcome FB family. How are you? It's Elon Bomani, me and Jimi Hendrix today. Hey Jimmy, how you doing? Anyway, hey, I'm here today to talk to you about, I've gotten so many, emails and Facebook messages in regards to what is going on with this Forex boom and women. They are achieving so much success success in this area as far as trading is concerned. So I'm going to give you the 411 on what we're doing right now, because it is wave nouveau, but it is the way to go as far as achieving success in this industry. So in a nutshell, what I'm going to do, I'm going to answer some questions that people have asked us about. Elon, tell me a little bit more about this type of situation. I know it's something that I need to do, etc. So I'm going to answer some questions. Number one, the first question that I'm going to answer for you is that this gives you the opportunity. We are with a phenomenal company called iMarkets Live. And what iMarkets Live would allow you the opportunity to do, to be able to do two things. You can come in as a customer, and you can learn how, through the educational program, there's 6 ways, four, 6 ways that you can learn how to trade. Now, one of our Forex female traders is online now, so I'm going to answer her question, because she just got finished PMing me, what Forex brokerage company that I am with, and that she suggests that I recommend. FXCM was just now basically shut down in the US of A aviance. So what they're doing is referring us to Forex.com in order to set up our brokerage account. They no longer are allowed to work in the US of A because of some fraudulent activities, unfortunately, that they did. Because it's a typical, trading house type of company. And so now they transferred everybody's account. So I absolutely love them, because they give 24-hour customer service, and you can call them on the phone, and I love that. So in a nutshell, they've switched over accounts. I don't recommend that you go there. I recommend that you use fxchoice.com. I'm going to say it again, fxchoice.com. You want to go there and set up a demo account first, and then a live account second. Okay, so that's what you want to do as far as setting up your account. Okay, so basically what I wanted to share with you else, ladies and gentlemen, and feel free, Aviance and everybody else that's on this particular call, to chime in, because a lot of people have asked me a lot of questions. So I'm here now to answer a lot of questions that you may have in regards to forexchoice.com. That is correct, Fleming Thomas Glenda. Are you already a part of iMarkets Live? Good question, Fleming. Are you? Answer that question. That is just a brokerage house to do Forex trading. That doesn't have to do with our program. I just want to let you know that if you're not a part of iMarkets Live. Let me know, Fleming, if you're a part of us, and so I can break it on down to you. So in a nutshell, we're part of iMarkets Live. iMarkets Live is a phenomenal company that was created by Christopher Terry. And Christopher Terry has been in this industry for over 17 years of trading himself. Now keep in mind, he started out as a contractor, so he didn't have a forte into this whole industry. And in a nutshell, like anything else, he was making millions of dollars. I'm talking about multi-millions of dollars. He had contracts in New York City. The only problem was, not a member yet. Okay, wonderful. Well, stay on this call and definitely PM me your email address, and we'll get you in the loop, okay? Because you're going to be a part of a phenomenal team, and that's why I'm so excited as far as sharing this business with you, because, you have to have all the nuts and bolts together in order to be successful, okay? Because I was with iMarkets Live some 2 years ago, but I decided not to, continue to work with them. Number one, the team that was available to me wasn't a very good team at all. So I knew they couldn't leverage me to get to the next level. And number two, iMarkets Live was basically getting the kinks out of their system and their structure, and they really did a phenomenal job. And what I mean by that is they have 6 products. I'm doing that again. I'm putting up 6 products to basically help you achieve success. 3 of them, you can literally start as far as doing Forex trading today without knowing anything about Forex trading, because they have experts in place that will basically give you the trades. You plug them in. One of them is a copy and paste system, which I'm doing right now. Matter of fact, I was in a trade no more than about 15 minutes ago. I even messed up the trade, but I was in it. This is what I'm talking about, why it's so important that you be in things. Even though I didn't do the trade correctly, but because I was in it, and that trade was a buy trade, and it was in a buy mode, I still profited, and I made a whopping $2.85 in approximately, let's say, about 5 minutes. But I took my profit and I got out because I didn't do it correctly. But this is what I'm talking about. Even when you're a part of a boom, even when you're not doing it well or doing it to perfection, if you ride the wave and get in the game, you're going to receive some wonderful gold nuggets along the way. That's what happened to me in the real estate boom. I knew nothing about real estate investing, but the timing was right. I got in, and because other people were making multi-millions of dollars and billions of dollars in real estate investing, I got a chance to make $1 million. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody right now. That's how it works in the Forex boom. Is that if you just get in there, and they always say your trend is your friend. Well, now it's trending in the direction where we want to go, which is what? Up, 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 up. If we just catch the tail end of that rise, we'll get some gold nuggets and ride the wave of these other people. Like, Christopher Terry made $44 million in just Forex trading. We're not even including, and he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, so that's how it rolls, ladies and gentlemen. Money makes money. Success follows success. But you got to know when to get in on the game and don't be on the fence too long. It's just like even with my FBA business. We got into this business some 5 years ago. And I've been trying to teach and encourage people to do this business. And boy, has it boomed and it blossomed. But a lot of people, because they slept and they sat on the fence, a lot of listings, a lot of things that we can do now because we got in on the mix. We got in when it was really hot, when it started to boom. We're basically grandfathered into a lot of opportunities that if person comes in a day, they got to pay $1,500 to sell certain type of products, birds, bees, believe it or not. And yesterday I went in and picked up some products and I didn't have to pay. Before, now you got to get approved to get in certain categories where I just walked in there and got into hundreds of categories without any problem. So what I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, don't sit on the wealth waits for no one. I want you guys to fully understand that. Do not sit on the fence and wait for everybody else to become rich because your opportunity just may leave you by sitting there waiting, okay, and doing nothing. Procrastination gets you absolutely nothing. The P word procrastination is close to the P word poor, okay? And that's what most procrastinators experience because they don't move when the getting is good, okay? And the getting is good right now in Forex trading, so don't stay on the fence too long, okay? Because like anything in life, everything has its peak and then it has its valleys, okay? All right, so keep that in proper perspective. I'm sorry I got off on a slight tangent, but I really want to hit home to the importance of really jumping on these things because now I can't do a lot of those real estate deals that I used to do before because they don't exist any longer, okay? But now as far as Forex trading is concerned, the same thing. The time is now. And I would say if you missed the real estate boom, if you missed the, Amazon FBA boom, don't miss it now. Now, don't get me wrong. You still make a whole lot of money Amazon FBA, but I'm very honest and quite frank with you. It's a little harder now. It's got a lot of hustle. And more importantly, I started out with no money with Amazon FBA, but now you've got to have some change. Luckily, I've came out with a system to help you generate some funds so you can get some products with other people's money. My favorite. So that you can still achieve success in Amazon FBA. But back to the Forex, okay? Because we even teach you how to basically use other people's money to invest in Forex too. That's a part of our program. That's a part of, of what my team is doing. United Spirits of Abundance, USA. Yeah, we really do understand that we live in the richest country in the world, and we're going to take advantage of that financial information and education in order to achieve massive success. So my point is, and that's why I'm really talking to women out there, because unfortunately We control the purse strings in the house, so most likely we are the ones that are primary taking care of the family. Let's keep it real, okay? So this is one of the most lucrative ways of, number one, you got to back up your retirement plan. Like Aviance, another question, Meditator 4 or Meditator 5. You want to get Meditator 4. Meditator 5 is right now in beta testing stages. Most of the best of them out there use MT4. MT4 has been in existence for so long. MT5 is a new software with different bells and whistles. So everybody's learning and training on MT4. Okay, so you want to get that one. Okay, keep on asking away, Aviance. This is great for everybody that's on board. And you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why I'm talking to a lot of women, because we've been brainwashed and conditioned to believe that women aren't good at math, women aren't good at money, women can't handle, they only know how to spend money. That stereotype. They don't know how to save, and they don't invest, and they don't buy real estate. Well, that is played out. We don't have cool. I have the one downloaded already. Cool. Keep that one. But listen, when you get the MetaTrader 4, you want to download it on your phone and also on your computer, okay? Because you're going to learn two different styles of trading. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we got over-the-shoulder videos that will give you directions on how to do that. But what's so powerful, and this is why I really, 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 truly like iMarkets Live, is that you will be able to start trading before you know the nuts and bolts of how to trade. And I think that that's really important. It is a great, and I always say money is a major motivator. You will learn something when you start making money at it, even if you don't know what you're doing. That's what happened to me in real estate. When I started making money, $20, $30, $40, $50,000, even though I didn't know anything about real estate investing, like I get $100,000 house without putting a dime down for it. Oh, I started to really get the gist of what was going on, and I really started to learn rather quickly on how to be successful. So that's why I really like the fact that they give that incentive by teaching you how to cut and paste, meaning there's someone who's already expert as a Forex trader, and literally you're making money via your phone, just like I did. I'm at the gym. I've, finished my workout, and up came a little swipe. It says, swipe trade alert. And, you can decline it or you can accept the trade. I accepted the trade, and I immediately went in and I cut and paste, the trade step by step by step. Well, I didn't do it quite right, step by step. But I made a valiant effort and attempt. And that's what I'm talking about, because they allow you to do a demo account. A demo means, well, it's a demonstration. It's not real money. It's actually fake money that you use that substitutes that. So you can fail, without putting your money on the line. That's really important for all of us. But, even a gentleman, he did a demo trade today, a young man, and listen to this. He only put in $10. He went live via his swipe trade. He put in $10. And out of that trade, he made a whopping $19. Now, if you look at it, $10, $19, he made a complete $9 profit off of an investment of just $10. Now, that's close to 100% rate of return on investment in one day, one trade. Now, no, not a lot of money, not something to go home and scream to mama about. But what it does show that, if you could do just some basic things of cutting and pasting, we all can do that. We've all done that on a computer for anything, but we haven't made any money doing that. But this time go around, you have the opportunity to make money. But like anything, as he gets better and more improved and things of that nature, he's going to do what? Invest a little bit more money, make a little bit more trades, and be successful. And hey, Shakti, how are you? Good to have you on it. And this is what, Shakti, this is what I really am talking to, especially us, not only moms, but, metaphysical, conscious, ladies and things of that nature. I'm really encouraging us because, listen, we need a retirement plan. Okay. We need bread and butter money, but we need a retirement plan also. And I am so passionate about this because Right now, what they have set up for us as a retirement plan is not. I don't care if you got a good one. I don't care if you've been saving since you were 16 years of age, etc., in the present stock market and going the traditional route. It's just not going to be enough for you to really live comfortably when you turn 65. So with these types of trade, one of our peers in iMarket's Life, he put $10,000 into his trade. Now, keep in mind, there's someone else, and I love it because they got medium risk, high risk, low risk type of trade, traders that will do trade for you. They've got their case history, they've got their successes, they've got their failure, they got everything is full disclosure, and then you pick who you want to trade for you. Now me, I'm a high risky person. I'm a true gambler at heart. But I always tell people, do not gamble any money you cannot afford to lose. That is real important, okay? Anyway, so they got Steady Freddy. So they got somebody consistent. If you're going to be in that trade for like a year or 2 or 5 or 10 years, well, you just go with Steady Freddy. That's what you want to do. But anyway, make a long story short, he put in, and it was a high risk trade he did invest into. Let's be clear about that. But he put $10,000 into that. And within 30 days, he made $7,800. Keep in mind, without trading, someone traded for him. It's like this. Imagine this. It's like going, sending somebody to the gym. They do all the workout for you, and you get the muscles. Well, I wish I could do that for real. We all wish we could do that, right? So my thing is that they do all the dirty work for you, and you reap the benefits of the profit. In a nutshell, and you cannot beat that. So what I'm saying is he's got the security of knowing, I got a retirement plan in place. So many of us don't. I'll be the first to, raise my hand. I started out one again. I got back in the loop, a couple of years ago, and I'm at the bank and I'm putting $5,000 in. It's a great tax, divergence. Instead of giving it to Uncle Sam, I took the $5,000, gave it to me so I could prepare for my retirement plan. But boy, did I become major depressed when I looked at that retirement plan, not IRA, 3 years later, and I accumulated in profit of $65, not even $100 in 3 years off of a $5,000 investment. That system is broke. And what blows my mind is nobody's, hyperventilating about it or screaming about it in the news, on social media or nothing, because they think that that's the best game in town. That's the best that they can do. Well, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, if for our $5,000 in 3 years, you're only getting $65, and I'll stretch it out and say $85, my God, with the rate of inflation that's going on, how do you think that you're really going to be able to thrive? Let alone survive. So that's why I'm really talking to the ladies, because here we go, another statistic, ladies. Guess who outlived sometimes the children and the men? Us. After they put us through all that stress, we still live longer. Hey, we're going to be here. So because we're probably going to be here, we got to be able to be the ones to have a retirement plan that's going to take better care of ourselves. So I say that to say to you, if you can learn 1 + 1 = 2, you can learn how to do Forex trading, okay? With all the skills of being a mother, let's talk, ladies. We had to learn how to be cooks. We had to learn how to be maids. We had to learn how to be hairstylists, taking care of the hair of the children in the household. I mean, just so many skills that we know how to do. We know how to be multitask oriented. It's like any other skill. And even if we're not great at it, the key thing about it is repetition is the mother of all skill. You just keep on doing it over and over again. You'll develop that. But in the meantime, you can basically have the security of knowing that somebody else that's better than you will trade for you too. Okay, so keep that in proper perspective as far as this is concerned. Okay, I also wanted to share with you that our company affords you the opportunity not only to become a customer and learn how to trade and trade for your family, but also you can become an IBO, an independent business owner. Now, let me tell you why I think this is important, especially let's use some real common sense here, especially if you want to work with me, okay? And this is what I wrote in my book, Dynamic Diva Dollars for Women Who Aren't Afraid to Become Millionaires. One of the easiest, most economical ways to own a business is to start with a network marketing company. Matter of fact, Christopher Terry, I'm going to mention some people, Steve Harvey, who was the other guy? Armstrong Williams. Quite a few people that we all kind of know of. But what I want to say to you, all of them were in network marketing companies. Not that and Steve would tell you, he failed abysmally. Matter of fact, he was in Amway, and I think Christopher Terry, the owner of this company that I've been affiliated with, was in Amway too. And the thing with all of them have said, not that they were successful at doing Amway, it was the skills that they learned that afford them the opportunity to transfer over to how many TV shows is Steve Harvey doing? Okay, 5. Okay, it was that positive, it was that motivation, it was basic business growth and development that he was educated on. Phenomenal what? $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000. When I got my first business, my naturopathic practice, I invested $65,000 before the first customer walked in the door. And what I'm saying is that's the better way of learning while you're earning, but learning those important skills. Whereas when you branch off into doing those other business initiatives that you will have, the basic core foundation of what you will learn on how to run a business will be honed and developed in a very inexpensive opportunity. But that opportunity can still leverage you into the 6 to 7 figures, okay, with an investment of $500. Why do I know that this works? One of the companies that I was in, it was a financial services company. I spent maximum $1,000 in that company, but I made over $150,000 in that company as a network marketer, as well as utilizing the product, which helped me really escalate my real estate investment, where I made millions of dollars into. So I hope you're really seeing the importance. Don't trivialize it. And don't say, well, this has nothing to do with what I want to do in my life as far as my career. Oh, contraire, mon frère. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand, you got to, don't put the cart before the horse. You got to take baby steps in everything that you're trying to accomplish. I'd be the first to tell you, I had no desire to become a real estate investor, but I also had no desire to be homeless either. When an opportunity presented itself, I took advantage of it. I did not love real estate. I learned to love real estate. I love being a naturopathic doctor. That was what my talent, that was what my skills were. But guess what? The universe has something, God has something else planned for me to do. And I'm so grateful for it, because I learned so many skills to make my naturopathic practice, or to make my holistic health practices or businesses that I'm developing even bigger and better, and more importantly, profitable for me. Okay, so I hope you see the vision of what I'm sharing with you and how this is going to hone your skills, because now in 2017, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to need to learn how to trade. You are going to become your own Wall Street. Listen, you depended on Wall Street before, and what did it get you? It went from 14,000 in 2008 to 7,000, because a lot of people were doing some illegal things in a so-called legal institution, okay? And let's be real. Let's be real. Wall Street is nothing, getting into the market is nothing but legalized gambling. It is still gambling, no matter how you sugarcoat it, whatever the case may be. So you have to learn how to become a very good gambler. And like my old saying goes, and it's so true, nobody's going to take care of your money better than you. So if they lose it or if they win with it, the bottom line is it's still your fault and your responsibility. Now, for me, I've learned from the last, Wall Street bust that I need to learn how to trade. And that's why years ago, I learned how to trade. That's Forex, that's options trading. I was doing commodities trading, etc. Life happened. I never got a chance to fully focus on Forex trading, but the universe brought me back again, and it's meant to be that I'm focusing on it. So come join me in a nutshell. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I kind of answered some of your questions, and especially ladies out there, on why it's important for, there to be more female Forex traders, because that's the way it's going. And let me make this caveat to you also. You got to fully understand, and then I'm ending it, that the banks, the one institution that, is giving me the little pennies, well, that's where they invest. They invest in Forex trading, which is foreign exchange of currency. It's just like when I lived in Japan. When I moved to Japan and I lived there, I had to exchange my US dollars into Japanese yen in order for me to do business, as well as buy products, and also for me to work. Okay? So it's really simple. It's being done all over the world. It's a $5.3 trillion business compared to a $800 billion business as far as Wall Street. So it's even bigger and better than Wall Street. And if you think about it, they don't want to let you know about their game in town because they want to manipulate and control it. But no, you play them at their game. Like the old saying goes, if you can't beat them, you what? You join them. So come join us and let's have some fun. Any questions before we end it for today? I hope I answered all your questions for now, Aviance. And I'm so proud of you for getting on board. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope Aviance doesn't mind me saying this to you. And that is that I really love her for her stepping out. She's a single mom, and she's raising a beautiful, son, and she's making six figures already now, but she's really smart. She went and looked at her 401k, and she saw that she was only getting a 7.25%. That's less than the 10% that they tell you is the average. And she knows that that's not going to be enough for her retirement in the future. So she is basically making that investment and making that decision and creating another business. Okay, so she can transition successfully from being a pharmacist. Okay, as well as taking that money from her 401k and put it in a better financial vehicle. It's always tell people it's not so much about the more money that you make, is that what type of investment vehicle that you put your money in with the money that you're already making. That will change over for her dramatically based upon making these very important life decisions that's going to affect her financial future and the future of her children too. So I'm proud of you, Aviance, because you could have settled and think you're living large with 100. And let me tell you, that's not a lot of money. Six figures and seven figures is not. You got to be in the 8, 9, and 10 figures to be really doing something in the world today, especially in the U.S. of A. Need I say anymore? So if you're making any less than any of that, you need to get to stepping, okay? So in a nutshell, good chatting with everybody. I see the top, over the top. More importantly, I will see you at the bank. I know I am so grateful for you, and I am so grateful for you too, for you creating a better financial legacy for my son. Listen, honey, I wish I could take credit, but you are doing it. Do you know how many people I talk to? Do you know how many people I know what their financial future is going to be at because they're not taking any action, and they're waiting for the government to do it for them. They're waiting for their corporate job to do it for them. They're waiting for the fairy tale. Like I said, God help those who help themselves. I'm so clear about that. Because like I said, you could have, people think they're living large. And I understand that people don't know the value of a dollar. They really don't know what money is all about. So I am grateful for you because you are fulfilling one of my dreams. Because I always believe that we're not successful until everybody's successful. I can't get to the top until I help you get to the top. It's just really that simple. What type of world would it be like, if you, standing alone on the top of the hill? That's a very lonely place to be. And I'm clear, honey child, I tell this to everybody, there's plenty of room at the top because so many people aren't even trying to get there. Okay, people are putting their head in the sand and they're not facing reality. I even shared with you the other day, even took pictures of it with this beautiful young lady. I bless her heart and bless her soul. She has children and everything. And she got evicted from her home. And I know she knew that day was coming because I used to be a landlord. And I used to give out eviction notices. So I know the time span. She knew well in advance. Usually it takes 3 months to get people out. Okay. And they will throw your stuff out of the house. And so she was sitting there waiting for somebody else to create a miracle for her. And it just doesn't work that way. You have got to be the one to create your own miracle. You have got to be the one to be the aggressor. And you got to dust yourself off, and you got to get in the game, and you got to stop being afraid of selling. No, ladies and gentlemen, you're not selling out for selling. But I tell you right now, what really boggles my mind, you're more afraid to sell than afraid of being evicted from your home. You're more afraid to sell than have yourself and your kids out on the street. You're more afraid to sell, to be able to sit there and create a legacy and leave something to your family, friends, and loved ones. Really? I just want everybody to make some sense out of that for me. Okay? So what I'm trying to do is feel the fear and do it anyway. There is nothing that I am afraid of. And let me tell you this again, and I said it over and over again. A closed mouth does not get fed. Okay? And I keep on telling you, you spread the love by spreading the word, and you spread the wealth. You're being selfish and self-centered by not providing people with information and education that's going to help them reach financial freedom. Okay? Look at it that way. Okay? And stop being scared and take your business, or be comfortable with being broke, poor, pitiful, and pissed off about it. That's all I can say to you. Okay, that was a tough love conversation right there. But I'm telling you right now, you got to get your financial act together in order to build some financial assets. Okay? So everybody, see the top over the top. And more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you at the bank. Bye-bye for now.